Hey love bugs, welcome back to my channel. So today is a special video. I have a friend here on YouTube who's always been so wonderful, always comments on my videos, and we've become friends by chatting on Instagram and everything. She has been dealing with eye irritation to the point where she can't wear eyeshadow on a huge portion of her eyelid, and it's really sad because, as I'm sure you can relate if you're here, makeup is so fun and important to us, right? I wanted to come up with some looks that are still really fun. A few are more natural, and even though she can't wear eyeshadow on a lot of her lid space, I feel like there's a lot of that you can work with that's not directly within those areas and use eyeshadows and all that. So I tried to come up with a variety of looks. We've got a modified traditional smoky eye. We have a color play, blush heavy smoky eye variation for our second look. A kitten wing that is actually a look I wear like day to day. We have this more party, fun, intense look. I came back after filming the intro and created 2 more looks, so a total of 6 looks. And I tried to place things in areas that I think she might use, but again, modify any of my looks to fit your needs, color-wise, product-wise, and placement-wise. So I hope that you enjoy this multi-part tutorial, and let's get this started. Okay, for this first look, I'm going to call it a modified smoky eye. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out some brown shadows. I'm happening to use the Pat McGrath number 6 Mothership, but you can use any shadows for any of these looks. This is the Esom S33, so I'm going to go ahead and use a camel color. And instead of a traditional smoky eye where I'm going to cover the lid, I'm going to start right at the highest point of the eye in the center there, pat lightly to the outer corner. Do more or less depending on your preference and sensitivity, right where a winged liner might be. Bring this out towards the temple and underneath the eye as well. This can have the effect of making the eye look bigger, and you can use any color you like. I'm going to blend the edges using my favorite face powder. I'm going to go ahead and take one color deeper and intensify that right along the outer corner of the eye. With a smoky eye like this, I would probably opt for a dark brown liner in the waterline, both on the upper and the lower, although sometimes I like to go with something more brightening on the lower waterline. Oops, I actually got a little bit on here. Solus Mortem from Necromancy Cosmetica. This is the look. A very simple smoky eye look, and we'll change this to be purple. To change it to be a bit more purple, I'm going to take the purple color from the Pat McGrath with my Esom S33, and I'm going to pat this in on the outer edge, really avoiding the entire moving lid. And I would scoop it right underneath as well. With looks such as these, where eyeshadow is blown out on this outer edge, I really like to bring in blush. I'm just going to use this NARS blush from last year in this shade right here. With my must-have Kiwani number 4 brush. I like to do this with sheer blushes. Accentuate that blown out edge. Now I'm just sweeping across these 3 and blowing the whole thing out. Okay, so I removed everything except my mascara and reapplied some concealer around the eye. This next look is going to be a really simple liner, but I'm going to use a fun color. This is Entrancing from Dawn Eyes Cosmetics, and it's a green gold duochrome. Esom Pro Mixing Medium. And I'm going to use a precise angled brush. You can also use a brush that's more like this. I don't really have a preference. I like to use both. We're gonna do a wing, but we're not going to bring it all the way to the inner 2/3 of the eye. Mix it with a little bit of the medium to create a fluid pigment. I'm running out of the shadow because I use it so much. I'm just starting 1/3 of the way down, or more like 2/3 of the way down. I'm going to create a little wing. I'm going to again connect the outer edge with the lower lash line. I absolutely love doing looks like this on myself where I don't bring it in all the way. It just looks so chic, and it's fast and easy, and it's a great way to incorporate bold, fun colors. So this one is the Necromancy Cosmetica in Necromantia. It's actually not my favorite formula of theirs. I like the cream ones, like I used the Solus Mortem, but this one has a little bit of a metallic through it. Okay, so this is our 3rd look, and possibly my favorite. I just love a clean little wing. So cute, right? Let's get this all off and do another look. Okay, so for this look, I'm going to start with a liner. I realized in my last look with the little flick, I forgot to put waterline liner, even though I had removed it from the previous look, but whatever. This is my Marc Jacobs Out of the Blue. Use this in my waterline. When I was thinking about what to include in this video, I knew I wanted to do this look. It was kind of the first thing I thought of. Alcoholic Space Jam Luxe Fusion Pomade glitter. It's a blue multicolored glitter with stars and pink and all kinds of fun things. So I really wanted to do this on the temples. Kind of like where you would put highlight, where we put the blush in our second look. The nice thing about these particular glitters is that it's in an aloe vera base, so, you know, not the most irritating of all glitters. I take some on my brow bone, actually. Now you absolutely could put like a base of blush or something down first and put less glitter if you want that to kind of show through. But I just wanted to do glitter. We're going to bring it underneath the eye a little bit. This is eye safe according to the rep I talked to. Before I build up the opacity in parts, I'm going to do the other side. I like to kind of build up slowly, as you guys know. The aloe actually feels really nice on my skin, like cooling and soothing. It's time to build up, right? I think so. So I'm going to take quite a bit and sort of smooth it across right where I want it to be most opaque. This would be fun for a party or for a music festival. But if you're like me, you know, just wearing it around the neighborhood. So I think for lips, I want to do like a glossy pink lip. You know, I haven't put any lashes on for these looks because lashes can be irritating. If you do find that lash glue irritates it, but you want to wear lashes, then maybe consider magnetic falsies. They're not for everybody. Some people just don't like how they look or how they apply. But I happen to really like them because I don't like putting lash glue on my lash line on a daily basis. Don't get me wrong, I do sometimes really like to go for a nice big thick brand of falsies, but I do tend to go for these magnetic lashes. These are the Ardell Accent Magnetics. And I believe the style 2, which is a little bit more dramatic than the style 1. My lashes took a beating, removing all the surrounding eye makeup a few times. I do feel like we need a little bit more color on the cheeks, so I'm going to take my Tom Ford Glow Stick in Soleil Neige. It's got a highlight on one end and an orangey toned blush on the other. I'm just going to put a little bit right on the biggest point of my cheek. I don't know if you could tell, but I've been really liking this Hourglass brush lately. I'm going to kind of take a small dab of the glitter and bring that all around. This might be my favorite glitter ever. I just love stars, as you guys know, and purple, blue, pink, like, so cute. I pulled out the NARS Valencia Full Vinyl Lip Lacquer. That would be cute, right? Ooh. Lip lacquers just aren't my thing. Okay, so this is the final look. I really like this one. It's so much fun. It dries down to be transfer resistant. I don't know, it comes off with water, and since it's aloe, it's very gentle on my skin. Obviously they're actual particles, so I have some viewers who also have lupus rashes. If you have lupus rash, like, just be careful not to further irritate and things like that. I really love this last one. I think it's so much fun. I'm taking that angled liner brush we used earlier. I think it was this one I used earlier. A synthetic angled liner brush. eSIM Pro Mixing Medium and another duochrome color. We're gonna put this on the lips. This is Dawn Eyes Cosmetics in Heavenly. We're gonna create some molten duochrome grunge lips. That is kind of killer. I am feeling myself with that. Okay, for the eyes, I thought I'd pull out my Natasha Denona Gold palette. Give a little something to the under eyes especially. This color up here with my Sonia G Crease Pro. It does have a little bit of pigment on it. I wiped it off, but you might see a little bit of purpley red when I blend it on underneath. I'm just going to tap that in to the under eyes and sweep out. I'm not feeling too shy about this one, but if you have irritation up in here, avoid it and focus on the outer edge. I'm actually going to take a bit around towards the crease, but not too far. With a smaller brush, I have this little tiny BH Cosmetics, this brown. Like I said, none of these tutorials are really brand focused. They're just more like different placement ideas. I'm just pressing this into the outer third of the lower lash line. There's all this leftover glitter on my face. Killing my vibes. Mascara. I feel like this look really needs a bit of cheekbone, so I'm gonna take my Ket Cosmetics Cream Fix in the shade R3 with my Hourglass stick foundation brush. Been using a lot. And I'm going to do some sculpting. I'm going to take some down the sides of my nose. This color down here, really beautiful yellow gold, with a soft, fluffy brush. This is a brush I really like for highlighting. I'm going to have that swooping out like we did earlier. Royal Ming Nickel BOM 45 and go into this gold. Place that quite intensely under the eye, cutting right where a liner would go towards the temple and down, radiating across. Going back into the lighter gold, with this brush, I'm going to place that right where I would highlight. I think I might take this big brush and just buff away the lower edge. I'm actually going to take some of this top color and reinforce that contour and make it a bit more intense back here and golden. I'm going to take a little bit more of that light gold and carefully give a hint of highlight down the center of my nose. As a final touch, I believe a bit of clear gloss is called for. Okay. You thought you would go all 6 looks without seeing me use Viseart eyeshadow, didn't you? Well, I fooled you. I have to use my Gram Pro 3. At this point, I'm running out of ideas, you know. Not really. I have lots of ideas. But yes, I'm going to do a pastel look using the Gram Pro 3. Let's do a triangular under eye. How's that sound? Let me use my trusty little liner brush after I've cleaned that off a tad. I think I'm gonna start with this little baby. I'm going to start to trace where I want the triangle to be. You know, tape might be really helpful for this, but I like living on the edge. It's kind of cute, right? We go down the line to this color and then this color. And then our third color right in this inner corner. So I think I'm going to do this lightest yellow, this orange here, this one with a tiny bit of that color just to make that a little more vibrant. Draw the outline with the yellow. Okay, next color, a little bit of that orange. Just gonna put that up wherever really. Mix that into the baby yellow. And then a bit of that red in the inner corner here, I think. The yellow is really blending into my skin tone. Okay, so with a wipe, I'm going to clean up. Then I'm going to take some of my foundation or, concealer and outline the triangles first. Then I'm going to take a bigger concealer brush and blend away. I'm taking a bit of the vibrant yellow because I feel like this just disappears. So let me bring a little bit of that in to the outer edge here. I think that's better. Oh yeah, okay. And then I'm taking my Marc Jacobs into the blue, or out of the blue, and fine wine. And the red on the other side. It's kind of cute. And then for the cheeks, I'd like to pull out my NARS again. And put this guy on the cheeks with my Esam G53. I'm going to take a bit of these two and put that a little farther back. True Love Means Slim, I forget what this is called, Slim something packaging from Hourglass. Choose a lip color that suits your skin tone, as with any makeup. And then this is the final look. Alright, so I will catch you in my next one. Bye, love bags.